Welcome to our 5 on 5. We're pleased to be joined by Dr. Edward Kerwin from the Allergy and Asthma Center of Southern Oregon. Dr. Kerwin, thanks for being here.
Thank you very much, Craig. Appreciate it.
Pleasure. So let's start with the good stuff, what people really want to know. How can they battle their allergies? What's the best way?
Well, it is getting easier. This year, we have a brand new medicine that went over the counter. It's called Nasacort AQ or triamcinolone. It's an allergy nose spray. And I often have to remind my patients, nose sprays, you don't point them upright because air in our nose doesn't go up, it goes backward. So this is a medicine, 2 squirts on each side of the nose once a day, and that is very helpful. We're also lucky that there are 3 excellent antihistamines that are available over the counter. People used to know them as Claritin, Zyrtec, Allegra, but now they've all gone generic.
Okay. So much
we
cheaper
find
now, yeah.
it is cheaper, and it also generally is safe with those medicines. 1 a day is the normal dose, but many of our patients find they end up taking 2 a day, and that is safe. And generally, antihistamines, the nose spray. There are some over-the-counter eye drops. Also, the only eye drop we recommend is called ketotifen, kind of a crazy name. So there are a few tools people have at home. I will say, right now, if you walk outside, you're going to see all sorts of trees in bloom. They're pushing their buds. They're making leaves.
Has its downsides, though.
It does. You know, we are all blessed to live in the Rogue Valley. There's not a more beautiful spot I've found. But this time of year, the birch trees and the maple trees are making pollen. In about a month, all the cottonwood trees along Bear Creek will make pollen, juniper. So being outdoors is a blessing, but it can make you sneeze and itch and get allergies.
Very true, very true. We're going to take a quick break. We'll have much more with Dr. Kerwin in a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. Again, we're here with Dr. Edward Kerwin from the Allergy and Asthma Center of Southern Oregon. Dr. Kerwin, what exactly causes allergies?
Well, you know, it is sort of a mystery. Allergies, you know, many diseases might have a self-inflicted part. We do encourage people to exercise and eat healthy, but allergies just seem to strike out of the blue. I will say we feel 100 years ago, most of us lived out on farms and there was more dirt around, and our immune system sort of went through a boot camp growing up out in nature. Nowadays, we live in indoor houses, we're cleaner, we have running water and soap. So allergies seem to be a case where your immune system becomes overactive against harmless pollens and dusts.
Interesting. Okay, so what about some common, some self-treatment things? You talked about in part 1 of our interview about some new nose sprays.
There are medicines that help. It's hard to try to prevent allergies is sort of a mystery. We do think eating healthy food is good. We worry that chemical ingredients could make it worse. Avoiding pollen is tough. I guess you could avoid yard work, and that's always a thought. You can take a shower after you do your work, try to wear long sleeve clothes, avoid getting pollen and dust in your eyes. Otherwise, I will say early morning, most of the pollen comes out when there's dew on the grass, and in the afternoon on windy days, there's more pollen. So you can try to do your activities middle of the day.
Time them right, okay.
Time them right. The pollen season for trees goes March to May. We call Easter is sort of D-Day. For tree pollen allergies, Memorial Day is when all the grass hits. So we have a few months of this to deal with.
Yeah, certainly. Okay, now something we hear a lot about is food allergies. They seem to be on the rise. You would know this far better than I. I know this is a very difficult question, especially in the time we have allotted. Do we know what causes them?
Well, you are absolutely right, Craig. Food is becoming a more common problem in babies. We see lots of babies with eczema, a skin rash, and that's correlated with egg or other food allergies. Teenagers get a lot of swallowing difficulties and choking, and different foods, wheat, corn, milk, can cause swallowing, choking problems. It's not clear why allergies are more common. Unfortunately, with foods, the treatment is to figure out which foods trigger symptoms and avoid them. If you eat cantaloupe or pineapple or avocado and your mouth itches, that's kind of a tip-off. Most food allergies do cause mouth itching.
Interesting.
So people sort of need to just avoid the foods that cause trouble.
Certainly. Okay, all right. And if anybody has any questions or anything, allergyasthmaso.com.
Yes, thank you.
Very
Yes,
good.
our website, allergyasthmaso.com, has quite a bit of information.
Very good, Dr. Kerwin. Pleasure.
Thank you
Thanks
very
for coming
much.
in.
Appreciate it.
All right, stay with us. We'll be right back.